I didn't realize how like red my beard is and how crappy the webcam is on here. I just figured out how to do this, like to do this webcam, and it looks so bad on this. Oh, the Mac is so much better. Anyways, so ugh. Anyways, sorry about all the grainy footage on here. It's anyways. So uh what's going on, everybody? This is Pastor Sean, and normally today you would have been seeing the book of Ecclesiastes, Bible study with the Stookies, chapter 4 to chapter 5. Normally you would have seen that, but right now my wife is she is currently in New Mexico visiting her family for Martin Luther King's weekend. So for Jesse Jackson weekend. So gonna do something with this. Oh, mic stand. Yeah, I got a mic. Okay, anyways, the thing poked me. So sorry. I'm having a big time trouble focusing right now. Um, so for the people out there that don't know, I'm sure I brought this up a couple times already, but I've been working a job that I'm actually supposed to be going to tonight, but I'm going to be calling out sick. Okay, I don't feel good right now, and I believe it's due to not having a proper amount of time sleeping. Okay, I've noticed that I've been overeating the last couple of weeks, just different things that happens when you sorry, there's been like a little dog that's barking outside too. Anyways, so for the I just noticed that a lot of most of the people that watch my videos, because I'll get like 80 to 100,000 like clicks on what is that, like Facebook. So I can't even like I can't remember anything right now. Like I am so out of it. I can't focus. I'm overeating. I can't think properly. I almost got into a freaking car accident yesterday when I was coming out of the Safeway, like the grocery store. Just a second. There's some lights on. Okay. So I don't have to go into one of these stores or anything. Go up to the market up the street after, I don't use, I mean, sometimes I'll use a regular mask, but I'll put on like one of these, you know, might as well look scary if you have to do this, you know. So my wife has like a rainbow of colors with bandanas. She's got a bunch of bandanas, a bunch of different colors. I like to wear black, red, blue, just whatever. Anyways, I keep getting off topic. The topic is insomnia. That's the topic. Okay. Um, so the thing is that, oh, also my books are in. I didn't talk about that in my videos, but just really quick. Text paper there. So my books came in. One of these already went to New Mexico, and the rest of these are going to Tucson. So, yeah. So my third book is finished. Actually, what I was going to do was go over every single sermon in this book right here. The collected sermons of Jonathan Edwards. I think there's 8 sermons. There's 7 sermons in this, and I was going to go over every single one of these. But anyways, so things have been not too bad lately, but my goal, like I was telling my wife and my crew the other day, I was telling my crew the other day, is that I want to get up to 2,000 videos. on YouTube, and also I upload on BitChute also. But I only have like 3 videos on there, and then I have 4 videos on like Vimeo or something. I have videos on different websites. Surprisingly, I actually get more views and reactions on BitChute than I do on here. But I just figured if I get to 2,000, that is such a big, good amount of, you know, content, for Christ and for people that want to learn about the church, do church history, read about the learn about the Bible, like basically just raise up good, solid people of the faith. That was my intent since 2011, because I have another channel called Cult Spit that I haven't been posting on. I stopped posting on that channel like 4 years ago, but just this one, and that's it. So the thing is that my goal is to get to 2,000 videos. Okay, man. So what I'm trying to say is that I can't keep this up for right now. I have to go look for a different job. That was what I was talking about, the graveyard shift. So basically, I've been working security. I'm a security guard when I'm not a writer. I mean, I got these books here. I mean, I consider myself a writer and a pastor, but I do security work to pay bills. Okay. I promote these videos, but I don't care to be a celebrity. I don't want people to say, "Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Sean's content or whatever." That's idolatry, okay? I'm not into that. So, um, it's like what's happened in the book of Isaiah, right? Sorry, like if you see this dirty back here, I know you can see I got the book right there of 12 rules for life and antidote to chaos. Keep your room clean. This place is a freaking mess. But I've seriously been trying to clean all day. I can't do. I've literally been pacing around for like an hour straight before turning this on. I can't focus. I can't think. I just I feel tired, but I'm awake at the same time. And you people out there know, if you do security guard work, I'm unarmed. I thought about getting a license to become armed, but it's not the you know I don't want to put my life on the line for something I don't believe in. Like, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like when I was in high school, my dad told those soldiers to leave our house when they came at night, like 2 hours after I got out of school or something. When dusk came, and my dad said, uh, "My son is not going to die for the Bush family and for Halliburton." Like, he told these 2 soldiers that when they came to my door in California one time, because I gave them my information. They were brainwashing kids at my high school, you know, and that's how I feel about armed security. It's just, you know, it's kind of like, it just reminds me of the army in a way, where it's like, okay, you're going to lay down your life, but for what? Like, I'm not laying my life down for this country. I'm not doing that. So I'm not laying my life down for some freaking business. Like, I understand that whatever, some of these businesses are essential, like, sort of, really, I mean, you really got to think about that. But I'm not going to do. Anyways, point being, I have insomnia. I've always had insomnia, but it has been really bad. It's been really bad. It's The neighbor outside is throwing a party with a bunch of some of her family members. When I walked outside yesterday to go to the store to go buy food, there was this kid who looked like maybe he was like 9 years old or something. I mean, he might be out there right now, but he seriously looked like DJ Khaled. He even had a gold necklace, and he had a orange Nerf rifle. And when I was walking off towards the Jeep, I thought he was going to, shoot me in the back of the head, like to be funny or something. He didn't. They're nice kids. It's a good family. So, insomnia is what we were talking about. I've been doing this job now. Today will be 3 months working the graveyard shift at a job, and it actually fixed my sleep schedule the first 2 weeks I was there because I wake up like 10 times a night, anyways. I mean, I'm sure a lot of that has to do with, like the fact of me drinking energy drinks, way too much coffee, bad sugary foods, things like that. A whole bunch, just the normal stuff. You know, it's always been put into my mind on Thursdays because that's when I listen to Michaela Peterson's podcast. Like she always has guests on about dieting, and so even though I find the show actually to be pretty boring, but I listen to her show a lot just for I listen to like anyways on the podcast app. So on Thursdays, every Thursday I listen to her show, and they're always talking about dieting, even though I find the show boring. But dude, it really has to do a lot with sleeping, like a lot. And my friend Rob was telling me last time I went to Tucson that I developed what he called a sleep debt. And because my circadian rhythm and my body's rhythm are both off. So I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by like the kids outside. But my short-term memory is shot. I was telling my wife that earlier. And basically what I'm trying to say is I can't keep doing this job. I cannot do it anymore. I'm literally I'm putting in 100% into this channel. And I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to you know, make the channel look good exactly. Like I'm not good at this stuff. Would make sense for me to hire an editor, but that's not the point. The point is that you're serving Christ. That's the point. You're serving the triune God. That is the point. It's not the point to make the videos flashy and nice because, dude, there's videos on here that look flashy and nice and really pop when you watch them, but then they still hardly get any views for whatever reason. I mean, the whole market with streaming is completely. It's going to look like this thing moved. Anyways, so I've always been paranoid. Just a paranoid person. I always have been. What I'm trying to say here is that even though being a security guard is really easy, this is probably one of the easiest jobs I've ever held. But dude, you can't keep 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 5 days a week. Like, dude, it's not feasible. It's not doable. And the funny thing is literally everybody is telling me to quit this job, and I keep making excuses as to why I should stay at this job. And now it's gotten to the point. I tried to fall asleep this morning when I got off the shift. because I haven't had caffeine in my system for about a day and a half. Yeah, I brought a rock star to work. It didn't do anything. I have no, it's like there's no effect. I still feel tired, but like my heart rhythm like skips beats. And also when I drink coffee, I make a coffee and then like one with an extra shot of espresso in it. Like I'll go get it from somewhere or I'll make it here. I basically just make two small coffees and put them together in one normal size like container. But um it doesn't work. I just my heart rhythm just skips. And I already have anxiety disorder. I already have heart problems. So even though it sucks, sorry about the bad language. Um, even though it's not fun, uh, even though it's not fun, um, man, I seriously forgot what I was saying again. I can't keep making these videos. That's the whole, I could have saved just 16 minutes by telling you just that. I can't keep I can't keep making these videos on a daily basis and still like struggling to just get food to eat. Like I'm so tired, but my body is not sleeping. I'm not staying asleep. From what that's what Rob was saying, the sleep debt thing. I'm having sleep debt problems where the body rhythm and circadian rhythm is off. Okay. And when those two things are not aligned, you don't stay asleep at night. And I work all night and I can sleep in the morning, but I can't sleep past about 11:30 to 12. So I'm running on. So if you think about it, I sleep from say about 6:30 to 7 a.m. and then I get up at 11:30 or 12 in the afternoon. So I'm still sleeping somewhat. I'm still sleeping about 4 to 5 hours because I'll still wake up like at 9 or something for like a second or 10:30. I mean, even last week with this guy over here on Wednesday, no, Tuesday, I had to go to the ER because the cat was um uh, because the cat was bleeding. So, and I didn't know what was going on. So that was a whole ordeal. And I still came into work on Wednesday. I still did my job. I think a normal person would have just called out, but I still went to work and I didn't complain. And I worked with a guy that I cannot, I just, it is a, it is such a struggle to get along with this one guy at work. Like this guy is just, he is he's just a stubborn old mule kind of man. Everybody I work with has got to be like 30 years older than me, and I'm 32. Probably even more than that, actually, like about 40 years. But I work in an old, if you can't tell, well, I guess you could tell because my second to last video, you see me wearing my uniform. So I work in an old folks home. So, uh, but here's the thing: I can't continue doing this job. It's not possible. And so, what I'm trying to tell you guys, I just got a moment of clarity there. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that I I can't keep doing daily uploads. What I need to be doing until the next job comes, of whatever that is that I'm going to be spending my time instead of working on my writing or this channel, or working on sermons or reviews or different things. I'm because a lot of these videos I record on my phone, like I just talk into it. Um, sorry, my wife sent me a message. So yeah, um, I'm gonna have to take a break, and it sucks to say that because I don't want to. I really don't want to take a break. I don't. I would rather. I'm. You know. if you guys took the what is that? This guy's test, the personality test, and also the INFH or INFD, whatever that other thing is. I'm openness. I'm high on openness. My no, yeah, my main one is openness, and my sub is neuroticism. Okay, so I'm highly. And then on that other test I took for the INFD or INF or IDNF, whatever that thing is, I scored high on creativity. So I mean, this is my 8th book. Like, I always feel I have to create things, and I want to just put out daily videos for my Christian channel, glorifying God, showing people the way to Christ, showing people a good theology. If you guys don't know about, different theologies and whatnot, like, I just want, well, maybe not this specific Bible, but, and not, maybe not this, but I mean, yes, this, I mean, you know, I've been reading this Bible for off and on this whole, not all of last year, but about half the year. So, you know, here's my wife's Bible. I forgot which one. The American Standard Version right here. She has this one marked up, and then this is my actual personal one I use the most is the New King James. But and then there's like freaking, it's got to be like 4 other Bibles just on this shelf alone here of different translations. But anyways, so I would rather just do this. I don't want to work. I've never cared about working. I only did because, it's like, what Jordan Peterson said 2 years ago when I heard that, like, well, at least you can show people that, I have this worth because I can move this heavy object from here to here. So I used to really believe in that stuff. I still do, but not as much. I would rather just make art and create and stuff. I really just, dude, I don't want to have a job. I don't care. I just don't care for them. But anyways, I can't continue being a security guard anymore. I can't do it. Or not a security, I mean, well, a grave shift. I've learned that about myself. I can't do grave shift. I thought for most of my lifetime that I would be able to do graveyard shift, but no, I can't do it. It's not possible. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I'm going to have to take a break. So maybe I'm going to take a break for about 30 days, maybe a month. I mean, I already took a 6-week break like 3 months ago because I was transitioning basically from the site I was at to a different site, then a different job. So I really wish I could just go back to the first one I was doing. The one where I was at the call center with a couple of those other videos you guys saw when I was in my other uniform. This one. It's actually the picture I have in the back of the book here. Self-portrait. So this one right there. Sorry, the thing's like a magazine. So that right there. For that one, that was seriously one of the best jobs I've ever held. It was so easy. It was one. Was it one? It was like 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Like, I really wish I could just go back to that job, but it's not open anymore. Because of COVID, they closed. So, like, I mean, and I'm in Arizona. I'm in one of the fortunate states. If I if I was still living in California, I seriously would just risk it and just risk jail time. But anyways, I was like, dude, I'm gonna still do whatever I want. I'm not gonna be bound by this. But anyways, so to make a long story short, I'm gonna take a break. It's January 17th, 2021, so I'll be back on February 17th. And actually, I think I have maybe 2 videos that I haven't uploaded yet from this. No, I think I have one on here I haven't uploaded that's done, and one on here that needs some editing that I can also upload. I did a video on the Jesuits, and basically just it's a read along, it's the research video where we do research on the Jesuits by reading, and then one about another spiritual warfare video. So I'll upload those when I can. But anyways, so yeah, sorry to say, guys, I'm taking a break. It's just I have to now focus all of my time and energy to looking for another job because I didn't even mention this part last night what time are we at? 25 minutes just rambling. So last night when I got off my shift, I came back here and I laid down on the couch with the cat because I knew the cat was going to be freaking out because he does that. And I just thought, you know what? If I just try to sleep on the couch for maybe a couple hours and then go to the bed, it'll be fine because he won't be yowling and howling so much. He's been on, my cat's been on medication, like pain meds and antibiotics for the last 5 days, and it has not been fun. It has not been fun at all. And so last night, or more like it's actually more like this morning. My hair is all messed up. Ugh. All right, never mind. So this morning at 6, when I tried to go to bed, when I fell asleep on the couch, I jerked out of my sleep for some reason. I don't know why, and maybe just because I haven't been sleeping past. Like they came from the bathroom. Anyways. Okay. So I heard it again. It's gotta be the neighborhood. So yeah, so when I jerked out of my sleep, so what I did is I laid on the couch here and right when I laid down, I immediately fell asleep. And then, but seriously, like I don't even maybe like 5 minutes later, I jerked out of my sleep and my whole like body was shaking. Like when I woke up, my left arm was doing this. And I thought, and then I thought, okay, that was really strange, but I have to go to sleep now. So I kept thinking, like, dude, you need to sleep. And then so I lay down again, and I tried to lay down, and then my heart started racing. And then so I didn't jump up that time. I kind of just opened my eyes, and my heart was racing. And then I said, okay, I'm just going to try to lay down in the bed, and I put some white noise on to try to sleep. And then like sounds of fans. And then when I was in the room, um, when I was in the back room, something that never happened before happened. Other than my arm jerking around. Um, that when I woke, I fell asleep immediately again. But then I think maybe only a couple minutes later, I'm telling you, I don't know what time it was. It could an hour could have passed. I don't know, a half hour. But I remember just laying down like this and just passing out. And then I woke up whenever. I don't think an hour had passed. I'm thinking maybe it's more like 10 or 20 minutes. I woke up and I like shot up and sat up and then got out of bed and I like ran into the living room, like just fully awake. And I was just thinking to myself, like, dude, this is not like this is not good. Like I'm now I feel like I'm developing mental issues at this point. And then it happened 3 more times. But I didn't jump up, start running. I would just be sleeping and then I would just kind of wake up like this and just be completely awake again. and then try to lay back down, and then I fall back. Like it was kind of like a hypnosis session or something. And then when I would like lay back down again, I completely just out again. And it kept happening. And finally I woke up like 12:30 today. So altogether I slept about 5 hours, but I think so. So yeah, it's I have to look for a different job. I have to go, you know. So sorry to say, guys, but God is God. He's gonna do whatever he's gonna do anyways. I'm just one of the workers that I take the seeds. There's a field that Jesus talked about. There's a field, okay, and then I take the seeds, and I'm just one of his bond servants, okay, that I just plant the seeds. And if they're gonna grow, if the angels are gonna harvest it up, that's all up to God. That's all up to the Holy Spirit that lives in me. Okay. It's not on anybody, really. All you're supposed to do is just plant the seeds. Like even in the book of Isaiah, like in here, I mean, I don't know. I think it's actually at the beginning of the book, but it's like in chapter 4 or something, chapter 3, that maybe it actually was later in the book. I don't remember. But Isaiah, he seriously was preaching and planting seeds with like everybody in the city that he was living in. Because the book starts out with him in the throne room of God, and the angel takes the holy tongs, and it's like a charcoal coal or something, and he wipes on his lips. So after that, he literally was preaching to everybody, and not one person got saved. Not one person came to God. That's not up to him. That's up to God. That's God's plan. It's his choice. The Holy Spirit will come to the person that they're going to come to. Okay. So that's why I have to tell myself about like, oh, am I not putting enough money into advertising? Am I not talking about Jesus enough when I'm in public or talking to people online or talking to people out there in the world? Like, am I not bringing Jesus up enough? Like, you just got to put it in God's hands. It's not up to you. It's his plan. It's up to him. You're just the servant. So you just plant the seeds. You don't make anybody be saved. That's not, that's not up to you. So anyways, but we're just gonna have to let God be God in this situation because I have to quit this job. So yeah. But I'll be back. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm still my goal is to make 2,000 videos on every single Bible subject I can think of. Anything of psychology that could wrap up with Jesus, philosophy that could wrap up with the faith, like anything and everything is going to go on this channel. I've got to honestly try my best to basically, if anybody has a question about anything, I'll have an answer that I can. I want to be. I don't want. Here's the thing. I'm getting real with you guys, okay, before we end this, because I only wanted this live stream to go a couple minutes. It's 33 minutes in. So, anyways, here's the thing. I remember which book that is. I think it's in Matthew. I'm really bad at memorizing where things are in the Bible. I know when I'm talking to someone or debating someone or arguing or something online, like it's like I know what I'm talking about, even though when I'm quoting verses and like connecting things, even though I don't know exactly where it is in the Bible. I'm sure a lot of people have that issue too, where it's like what, like you're saying something that's like from First Timothy, but you say, oh yeah, that was in Titus, or or I think I read it in Titus or something, but you remember reading it from First Timothy. I have that thing all the time. But anyways, so but in Matthew, I think that there is this verse where Jesus has this parable about being a servant, okay, where God gives you, you know, what you're able to hold basically, and then give it out to people, like to basically spread his message of his church, right? To spread the gospel, the good news. I don't want to be the guy who buried it. Say, well, God, you only gave me this, so you didn't give me enough, so I buried it. And then God yells at that person saying, you wasted what I gave you. I don't want to be that guy, because the little dog's in front of my door. Just a second. You're on your medication, huh? That's okay. You're only taking medication for only 2 more days. So this guy was in the ER, and yeah, I've had this guy since 2012. But I also feed the cats outside. My wife hates it. Uh, oh, he likes to be held like this. There we go. So uh, I feed the neighbor cats, even though my wife hates it. But so, uh, but yeah, to be the person that is where God said, Sean, I gave you. Also, since I brought him back from the ER, his meow now sounds kind of weird, but I don't know, maybe some medication. All right. He's really even more. I mean, he's a very grumpy cat. He's an old man cat. But since I've been giving him his medication, he's even more grumpy, but sleepy. Anyways, so um, yeah, I don't want God to say to me, Sean, I gave you this. What did you do with it? Why did you bury it? Because there are so many people out there. I would say most of the people that claim to be Christians do this, or even the people that are Christians, the people that really are God's people around the world, just don't. Like, no, I'm gonna bury it, and what God gave me, and it's gonna be fine, and I'll cherish it until I go to heaven. Because the verse doesn't talk about it. He just yells at you. You still, it's not like you're not, excuse me, still going to heaven or anything. It's just your cloak is just not going to glow as much. Your crowns and whatnot to throw at the feet of Jesus, you won't have as much. But you're not going to hell or anything. So you can keep it in the ground if you want. It's just God's going to get buck with you, like he did with Job. But it doesn't mean that person's still not going to be saved, still not one of God's kids. Anyways, so I don't want to be what I want. What I want out of this life, out of anything, I don't care. Look, even if all these videos were deleted, all my music from like 2006 was deleted. All my secular demonic music that I make, even the Christian music that I make, experimental music, my books, like all the wicked poems I've written, or the good poems, or this poems just about my life, like everything. Like, I don't care if all that disappears and no one knows. And like in 300 years from now, nobody knows who I am. I don't care about that. I care is when I die, is God going to look at me and say, well done, my good and faithful servant? That is my hope. So to try for it, run, what Paul said, to run the race. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. So you guys will see me in a month. So I'm sorry about that for the people that do watch my channels or watch my channel and watch my stuff on Facebook. I'm just going to have to take a break right now. So sorry about that, but I'm going to come back. Don't worry, because my goal is still 2,000 videos. I want to go through like every single book in the Bible, apocryphal books, I'm still doing. I was about to work on another sermon, where or not me, but reviewing another sermon. Like I had a bunch of ideas for videos, but I don't have time. So I mean, I have time, but I don't have the energy to do it because I'm mentally just dead right now. I'm mentally just completely drained. I'm drained. I need to recharge. So thank you guys for watching and God bless. Um, for 40 minutes. I've joined a, you know, even joined a at Pornography Addicts Anonymous page. Like, I was gonna. Oh God, I really hope the cat doesn't throw up right now. Maybe he's just licking himself. I don't know. Like I was gonna do 12-week videos where there was gonna be 12 videos too of getting people to come on through that Facebook group to do like what's the chair? To do an Al-Anon thing, but with like pornography addiction to help like people out with that. Anyways, just I said I was gonna go, so please pray for me, guys. Like, please, I need prayer. I got bad tooth pain in two different teeth. I got foot pain. I'm just wrapped. My body is just racked with pain most of the time. And I already had insomnia before I started this job, but now it's just like it's just like a spitfire right now. Okay, I'm going. Yes, and it's